Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, quiet. That's enough. This is a podcast by my dad and my uncle. They talk a lot about music, like a lot. So please sit back and enjoy. I think they are going to start in about 14 seconds.
Hi there, and welcome to another edition of BG's Brok'n Records. My name is Bob.
I'm Gare.
And we are back for another week to try and entertain you while you are walking your dog,
Washing your car.
listening to Hall & Oates while you're washing your car.
With cut-off jean shorts on. Whoops. Too far.
Oh
Took
my
it
God,
too far.
what about that picture that Matt T sent out on that little link? A Speedo, a guy wearing a Speedo.
Stop.
That looked like
That,
cut-off jeans.
stop it.
Yeah, it's terrible. Okay, so we're back. Last week was episode 14. That makes this episode 16? No, 15.
Oh, -1.
Just a Jedi mind trick. I have no stupid information to give you this week. I know it's kind of a bummer. Well, everybody, just so you know, Gary and I are having a beer.
Yeah, delicious.
It's 7 o'clock,
Correct.
and we can do it.
And it's cold.
Cold beer. It's hot outside, cold beer. So we have a new supporter today. So we're supported today by Firebird Records in London. Okay, they're located in Notting Hill at the Admiral Vernon Arcade on Portobello Road. They're only open on Saturdays. If you've ever seen the movie Notting Hill, they've got all those stands out there. They're down at the end. They have a huge selection of just absolutely beautiful vinyl, rock, pop, blues. I bought Kraftwerk from them the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. They can source almost anything you want. I needed the original UK release of Let It Be. It came in a box set. He found it for me. So stop by and see Gary and Natasha on a Saturday. If you're ever in London on a Saturday, you have to go to Portobello Road. Go down to the Admiral Vernon Estates, say hi to them, tell them you've got a golden retriever, and maybe they'll give you £5 off an LP.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They're great people. So they're our supporters today. All right. I have been working on this podcast hard for a week. I am fired up. I am going to be laughing my arse off.
This is going to be a good one.
And I can't wait to give you the one I think is the best. I can't wait to see your reaction.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Okay, great. So today's podcast, Gary, you tell them.
Basically, this is the one it's covers.
Did I catch you off guard there?
A little
I
bit,
totally
yeah.
caught you off guard.
Yes,
Okay.
covers.
So this is the podcast. So I was down at a little thing in Ferndale. I told you I saw Carrie there.
Sounds awesome. I wish I was
I
there
saw
for
Carrie and Lenny's band was there and Jim was down there. And Jim said, you're doing a podcast. You've got to do one about covers that are better than the originals.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
So, and I just said it for you.
Thank you.
So they did this thing in down in Ferndale called Liver Noise. So they took 2 or 3 blocks of Livernois, didn't really block it off, but they put bands on people's front porches.
I like the liver noise.
Oh yeah, it was freaking hilarious. I got to see like 4 bands.
That's pretty cool.
It was awesome. So this is per Jim's suggestion, and we are tell you what songs we think are better than the covers are better than the originals. And like 2 episodes ago, we're going to go mano y mano. Gare does one, I do one, and we'll just go from there. Gare, shoot.
Okay, I'm going to start off light.
Wait a minute. Can I time out you for a minute here?
Sure.
There's a number of them that I didn't even include because of the fact that everybody knows it. And I'm just going to do the obligatory ones. Can I just run through those real quick?
Knock yourself out.
All Along the Watchtower, Hendrix Dillon. Come on. Yeah, I know. I'm bored with that one.
Right.
Any of the best Byrds tunes from the early 60s with that jerk David Crosby, Dylan tunes. I'm not going to mention those. Any Three Dog Night tune is a cover tune. So they're out, right? Black Magic Woman, Santana, Fleetwood Mac, skipping that. Twist and Shout by the Beatles, I'm skipping that.
Which I had on my list.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right.
Isley Brothers, the 2 big Janis Joplin hits, Bobby McGee and Piece of My Heart.
Bobby McGee, written by Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson, and then Piece of My Heart, which is Emma Franklin.
Okay.
Okay, and then I got a couple that are Uggs. I'll go into the Uggs and the Blasphemy at the end. But I skipped the Hendrix. Oh, and I forgot Woodstock, CSNY, and Joni Mitchell. So I skipped all those. Gare, shoot.
Okay, well, I am going to start with Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends.
Classic.
Well, they basically said, obviously a Beatles song, and it became part of the 71 Woodstock documentary, and it put Joe Cocker on the map.
On a global stage.
Correct, and he was pretty much out of his mind as much as Carlos Santana was. Carlos Santana, someone had spiked his beer with LSD, and if you ever look at Carlos Santana, he can barely open his eyes. His teeth are he's grinding his teeth, and he said his guitar, when he was playing it, was like, it was almost like on fire, electrified.
Oh.
Because he was so out of his mind.
Yeah.
So I think Joe Cocker
Sweet.
was just really drunk, but it again...
Oh, he was a huge boozer.
Well, it's pretty much what killed him at the end. He could never stop boozing. He would stop at times up and down, up and down. And they said, too, it was kind of funny because then in the late 80s, it's when the producers of The Wonder Years used that as the show opener.
And do you remember? That was a great TV series.
Phenomenal.
But you know why they never released it on DVD? Because they couldn't afford the rights to all those classic 60s songs.
Really?
Yeah, it was too expensive.
So that show has never been re-released?
I think it's been released on DVD, but for 10, 15 years, people were saying release it on DVD. Can't afford it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the girl, I can't remember what her name is. She's a genius, mathematician.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember what her name was. Drew and Mike had her on once.
Okay.
Said they loved talking to her.
Oh.
Said she's brilliant. Okay, so I'll do a Joe Cocker one then.
Okay.
Girl from the North Country. A Dylan tune off the Mad Dogs and the Englishman tour. Cocker says he pretty much doesn't remember that tour. Leon Russell was the puppet master. Joe Cocker was the puppet.
Love Leon.
That's when he wrote, Leon wrote Delta Lady about Rita Coolidge.
Oh, I did not know that.
I think Rita Coolidge was a hot commodity on that tour.
Okay.
Girl from the North Country, Joe Cocker, freaking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, we got Joe Cocker. And she came in through the bathroom window by Cocker is awesome too. But you know what, Gare? Don't get pissed at me for saying this. It's like saying Wilson Pickett did a better job than the Beatles on Hey Jude. The only reason I'm going to let you get away with a little help from my friends is because Ringo sang it. Sorry.
Wilson Pickett.
Okay, here comes a fight.
Wilson Pickett, not bad.
Well, he had Dwayne Allman on guitar for that one too. Okay, your next one.
Bonnie Raitt, Angel from Montgomery, John Prine song from 71. I'm going to go here right now. Bonnie Raitt did it better than John Prine.
Well, that's the whole point of this podcast.
Her version is unbelievable. Angel from Montgomery, check it out. I don't have a ton of background on it. And John Prine, who just died about a year ago, I think. He'd been pretty sick. Go back and dig into some old John.
Prine's dead.
No, he did. He died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died about a year or so ago.
Within, yeah.
Go back and go deep into John Prine's catalog.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But again, Bonnie Raitt, Angel from Montgomery.
Okay.
Awesome cover.
So what we're going to do, and I forgot to mention this at the beginning, I've already got all my tunes in a playlist on Spotify. I'll add Gare's to it, the cover and the original, and we'll put it out there. And you can spin the tunes on your own. Just download it, click follow, please, people.
Please
click follow on the podcast and click follow on the playlist, and you'll keep up with us, and we'll figure out if our stats are getting better. And if you know somebody in a foreign country, like, I don't know, Madagascar, send this off to them.
Please.
Okay, my turn. All right, who am I going with now? We're going to start easy. Cocaine Blues, George Thorogood, Johnny Cash.
Nice.
Off of the Moving On Over album.
Nice.
Great tune.
George Thorogood. Awesome. Get a Haircut. One of my favorite songs.
I'm going to tell you, his first album with the Delaware Destroyers, the Moving On Over album, and the album after that, the Blue album, I can't remember the title of it, I think are three great albums. Oh, he put out a blues one. He went down to Chess Records. Chess is closed, I think, down on Michigan Avenue. But he went down to Chess Records and did a bunch of old blues covers.
Really?
He freaking sounds awesome.
I've always been a big fan. Big fan.
Oh, yeah. I remember Sally took Tommy and I, Royal Oak Music Theater. We saw him in 1980. You and I, Chip, sitting fourth row, second row for the Allman Brothers with George Thorogood in Chicago.
Sure.
I look at you and I said, my God, I can't believe I saw this guy 10 years ago. I'm so old. That was 42 years ago.
Whoops.
Okay, you're next.
Okay, I am going to go with the Blues Brothers, Soul Man, Sam and Dave from 1967.
It's a little blasphemous, man.
Blues Brothers, not better, but they did a nice job.
They did do a good job.
And do you remember when the Blues Brothers, the movie came out in 1980?
80.
And they went on tour.
Yeah.
And I
Played
didn't.
the Silverdome.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Obviously, I didn't see him. You didn't see him.
I didn't.
But I remember when they went on tour, it was like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool, But did they sell out the? It had to be the
I don't know.
Mini
I don't know.
dome. Yeah. So, but again, anything Blues Brothers, the movie still makes me laugh. And actually, we were at Tap Room about a week ago, and they had it up on the no volume with tunes going.
Yeah.
You could recite the whole movie.
Oh, totally. I made the boys sit through Caddyshack the other day.
How did that go?
Pretty good.
Did
I had the fast forward button.
Okay.
They thought the gopher was hilarious.
Danny, do you do drugs every day?
Yeah. Okay, my next one. The first two solo albums by Brian Ferry were all covers. So I think he did it before Bowie did it. The second album, my brother Doug had it, which I have down in the basement, and he did a cover of Ike and Tina Turner's Finger Poppin', which I think is an old Hank Ballard tune. It is so funky. The bass line in that is just unbelievable.
That sounds great. I don't
It's
know
awesome.
the tune. That sounds
awesome.
great, though.
It's awesome. Finger Poppin'. Go, Gare.
Van Halen, Where Have All the Good Times Gone? The Kinks.
Oh, yeah.
Van
I don't.
Halen.
No, it's not better. To me, it's not better.
I'm not saying better. Eddie Van Halen loved the Kinks.
So did the Romantics.
You really got me. Van Halen loved the and also one more. I'm going to pile on here.
What?
You're
cutting.
The Van. Did I already say the Van?
Pretty
Halen?
Woman?
Pretty Woman. Yeah, I already said Roy Orbison.
Wow, you're almost doing the Wilson Pickett Hey Jude one.
Again, I'm not saying Van Halen is better, but a nice version of.
Okay, you're softening that one up a little.
Nice version.
Okay, I'm going to jump on this one before you jump on it because I bet you've got this on your list. New York Groove, Ace Frehley.
Oh, I do not have that on my
You
list.
don't?
I do not.
Oh, I thought you would have had that for sure.
That is his biggest claim to fame song.
British glam rock band called Hello. Recorded it. It charted. Did it chart? Yeah, it was a hit for them. But Ace's version hit number 13 in 1978. So when Kiss, oh my God, I mentioned Kiss again in another podcast. How does this shit happen? So remember when they released all 4 albums?
Yeah.
Gene's was awful. Paul's was average. Peter's was terrible. Ace had a hit. Hee hee.
I mean, the drunk had a hit.
Oh, the drunk had a hit.
Right.
Actually, he put out 2 albums recently. I think it's called Origins 1 and Origins 2. He does all covers. It's pretty freaking good.
Really?
Yep.
I'm going deep.
Go.
I'm going deep. Tuck and Patty. Castles Made of Sand.
Prefab Sprout.
Hendrix. Tuck and Patty. They were married. They were a couple. He just plays guitar. She sings. It's kind of funky. And Tuck and Patty have been around probably since the late 70s, early 80s. I don't know if they're still around. But Tuck and Patty, Castles Made of Sand, Hendrix.
Well, wait a minute. How could they have been around since the late 70s and Hendrix was dead in 71? So who wrote it?
Thought Hendrix did. I don't. What kind
I
of
don't know.
kind of voodoo mind trick are you doing here?
Sorry.
Let's go 80s. Let's go 80s.
The first time I ever heard that tune was in the movie Singles.
Oh, sure. With my old neighbor, Smashing
Smashing
Pumpkins.
Yeah.
They had what was the tune they had? That was a great soundtrack.
God, what was that tune? I just saw it the other day. It'll pop in. Okay, my turn.
Sure.
I am going to go with She's Got Everything, the Romantics covering the Kinks off the first album.
Nice.
So I'm down at that liver noise thing. I look at Len. We're chatting about something. We look at each other. The Romantics' first album, one of the best pop albums ever made.
Oh, absolutely.
Every tune was great.
Absolutely.
And they wore those red suits on tour for 2 years. Wally Palmer said
Those
they were
had
the
a
stinkiest suits because you can't clean leather.
No. Jim Morrison.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Or what was the guy? Chad Smith said that Anthony Kiedis. Oh, yeah. You think he's only got one pair of cycling shorts for these tours? Yeah, he only has one. Wears it every night.
Gross.
Gross. Totally gross.
Gross.
Your turn.
Elton John, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Great cover.
Great cover.
Great cover.
I'm going to give you that one.
You know, him and obviously Lennon.
Was on stage. You know, that was a bet, though.
Oh.
So the bet was...
Oh, if something...
Whatever gets you through the night hits number one or charts in the top 5 or something like that.
Right, I heard this story on
Because Lennon
Howard.
didn't want to release it or something to that effect. Elton said, you've got to. It's a number one. If it goes to that high of a rank, you're going to get on stage with me at Madison Square Garden. And it did. And they did those 3 tunes. We had a cassette of it in college. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and 2 other tunes. One was an Elton tune, and I think a third was just a standard cover.
Well, Lennon was so nervous on that show. It was in Madison Square Gardens. He threw up like twice before he went on stage.
Because he hadn't been on stage in... Well, they did Toronto with the Plastic Ono Band in like 1970. And I don't know how many times he was on stage after that. That's not a bad pull. I'll give you that one. Okay, you ready?
Go for it.
Baby, Don't You Do It, or shortened to Don't Do It, a Marvin Gaye song, and this is blasphemous. I think the band did it better.
Really?
Funkier. Better bass line.
Okay. Can't argue with that.
Okay. I know Jim, friends of Carrie and Len, is going to kill me on this one.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. Now, you're right, and I don't know if this was the original band doing a cover. You know Three Dog Night so much better than me. But Tom Jones and the Stereophonics doing Mama Told Me Not to Come.
Ooh.
It is awesome, and it's probably...
Which is a cover of a Randy Newman tune.
Mama Told Me Not to Come?
Yep.
All right, so this is a cover of a cover. And it's probably 10, 12 years old. It is awesome. Awesome cover.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I almost saw the Stereophonics over in London, but I bought a ticket for the wrong show. I ended up getting tickets for Chic instead. I picked the wrong week.
Chic with Shaka Khan?
No, with Nile Rodgers.
Niles Rodgers. Well,
Yeah.
Shaka Khan was in that.
No, Shaka Khan was in Rufus. Rufus was Shaka Khan.
You sure she wasn't in Chic?
Positive.
Oh.
She was in Rufus.
I know that. Okay.
I don't think she was in Chic.
Oh,
Anybody out there?
A La Freak? Chic? La Freak?
Well, you
might
that,
be right. You might be right.
You know that was written about. They couldn't get into Studio 54, so they went back and they wrote a song and basically "Freak Out" was supposed to be.
Oh.
It was a rebellion song against Studio 54.
Kind of like when Yorma went to the record company and said, "Hey, I got a new band with Jack Cassidy. What's it called? Hot Shit."
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, that's not going to work.
That's
you got
not
to
gonna
change.
sell.
How about Hot Tuna? Okay, yeah, that'll work.
What a bad name. All right, so Sorrow. David Bowie covering the Mercies.
Whoa.
Bowie put it out in 73 and it was a hit. It hit number 4 in 1965. So it was a big hit in the original day. Bowie covered Sorrow. Great tune. That came as a recommendation, which I agree with, Gary from Firebird Records.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Nice. Did I already bring up my David Bowie pinups? Oh, okay. Oh, we talked about it off. Okay. David Bowie, Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, which was a Who tune from 1965. And I can do the math. That's 56 years old, that tune. It's
That's
again
a good tune.
Off the album Pinups, which is all covers for Bowie. I believe the album came out in 73. I just watched a great doc. I want to say it was on Netflix. Bowie, and it was The Last 5 Years.
Yeah.
Really good. And Bowie,
God, you watch more rock stuff than I do on TV.
I'm just sitting there at night bored, and I'm kind of in between series, and I don't want to rewatch Breaking Bad again. So I just kind of look for something. Bowie obviously never knew the guy. Seemed like a nice guy. Seemed like a really nice guy.
I would think so.
And he lived in New York, and he had this little 12-block area, and he even talked about it one time, but he had his drugstore he went to. He had the record store he went to, a place he got coffee. People saw him every time, and John Lennon always put it best. New York is a great place you can go to disappear.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
not be noticed, because New Yorkers would see John Lennon on the street, and they'd leave him alone.
Let him go.
Leave him alone. So, again, Bowie, I think it's called The Last 5 Years of David Bowie, worth checking out.
Something like that, yeah. Okay, my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start digging into, let's see, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, Humble Pie over Ray Charles.
Ooh.
Off the Rockin' the Fillmore album. Mostly because I love Humble Pie. I mean, you've got Marriott singing. Boy, does he have a voice.
His voice was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That was mine. Hallelujah, I Love Her So.
Okay. Jeff Buckley doing Hallelujah. He just said it. Leonard Cohen's song, Hallelujah.
So is it Hallelujah, I Love Her So?
No, it's just Hallelujah.
Okay.
Leonard Cohen's
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
It was an interesting story about this song. Leonard Cohen, his career was at a low point when he wrote Hallelujah in the early 80s. I thought that song was like from way back.
I don't know anything about Cohen.
He was good. I don't know a lot about him. Deep guy. I don't know if he was a drug abuser or not. But and anyways, Jeff Buckley picked it up. They said that Velvet Underground's John Cale created a stripped down piano version of the tune. I've listened to it. It's good.
Okay.
I think Leonard Cohen's is better, but it's good.
Okay. All right. Johnny Winter, Highway 61 Revisited, Bob Dylan.
Nice.
Johnny Winter. That tune live is just stellar.
Never heard it.
You will if you download the playlist.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, you will. Now, the funny thing is, and this kind of goes back to my love for 70s rock, Edgar is putting out a tribute album to his brother.
Nice.
Right. So you got to love these critics in the magazines. Guitarist Magazine gave it a 10 out of 10. Classic Rock gave it 6 out of 10. Huh. I have it on order. Of course I have it on order.
Of course you do.
Because it goes with all my other albino rock.
Wow, that's a pretty deep catalog for Edgar to pick from.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I saw, Johnny Winter on O'Neill's boat when he played Shane Park. Were you there for that?
No. I only saw him at the, is it the Majestic down in Woodward?
Oh, yeah.
I know it was Chipper.
Chipper was there? Yeah. He couldn't even walk. They had to come out.
They walked him out.
Yeah. But at Shane Park, it's too deep.
Heroin, not good for you.
Not good. You can't anchor in front of Shane
I know,
Park.
you drift.
And you just go up,
Turn
drift
around.
by,
Yep.
go up. Okay.
Go.
The White Stripes, Jolene. Dolly Parton's classic from 73.
Okay.
I have to admit, I did not listen to the song. Crazy, like what Jack White does, even though his whole thing was red, now he's blue. If you look at his hair,
Oh, I
his
saw
whole
the
thing.
dyed blue hair.
Right. They said it's a great cover. It's from 2000. And
Have you heard it?
No.
What, how do you have it on your list, man?
I thought it was cool that he did it.
You
I
gotta know
admitted
all these
that.
tunes. Oh.
So this is just an information one.
Okay, hold on.
Go
There's a
listen
slap
to it.
coming. Damn.
I deserve that.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so Hard to Handle, Black Crowes, covering Otis Redding. First album.
Phenomenal tune.
Great tune. It put him on MTV. It put that first record in everybody's pocket. I remember sitting there. I had a break at lunch in Chicago, walked to this place up near Russian Division, record store up there, flipping through CDs. And this guy says to somebody else, well, if you like the Faces and the Rolling Stones, you should buy this album by the Black Crowes. So the guy walked away and I reached over and I grabbed it, ran out and bought it.
I remember when we were in Shy Boogie when you brought that home. And
Dude, great album.
Great album.
Great. They're touring on that album right now, 35 years or something like that. Okay, go.
Guns N' Roses, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah, better than pretty good.
Pretty good. I got to give it to them. And I'm a Guns N' Roses fan. I've seen them twice. I saw them in 1990 and I saw them in 2019 when they came to Little Caesars. I took Callie. I looked at both my kids and said, okay, who's going to go to a rock show with Dad? My son said, Dad, I'll go to a jazz show with you. And I said, okay. Looked at my daughter. Only if I can get a T-shirt. Done.
I went up to when the Stones were in town. Son number 1, you want to go? Are you kidding me? Son number 2, I don't know who the hell they are. Okay, I'll go alone. Okay, I'll give you that one. Oh, I'm down to 4. Okay,
Jeez, I'm running out. I'm running out here.
I've got here's number 4. Nobody knows this tune. It's a Sonny Bono song called Laugh at Me, covered by Mott the Hoople on their first album. Fantastic. Nobody knows it. We're going to go to the next one. Your turn.
Stay With Me, Michael Grimes and the Mint.
Okay.
I thought I had until...
You got to be kidding me, man. You cannot outdo the Faces.
I know, but that's a pretty good cover.
Dude, the Sights do it better than that.
That's good. It's a strong... And how do you not love a band called Michael Grimes and the Mint? That's good. Which you knew about them.
Oh, I'm angry. Okay. I'm going to go for I Fought the Law, The Clash, Bobby Fuller 4.
Nice.
Great tune. First album. There you go. Do you have one more?
I'm out.
You're out.
I
Okay.
got nothing. My gun is out.
I've only got 2 more.
Go for it.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Tainted Love / Where Did Our Love Go? Soft Cell.
Oh, stole that album from my sisters. Nice.
That medley
Is awesome.
awesome
To this holds up to the test of time.
to this day. Okay, here's my number 1 song. That is the cover is better than the original. Survey says, What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding, originally done by Nick Lowe and Brinsley Schwartz, covered by
Nice.
Elvis Costello.
Great song.
Bruce Thomas and Peter Thomas and percussion, the bass line and the drumming in that tune are unbelievable. I will never turn that song off
Never.
if it's on the radio.
Never. No. It's awesome.
That's my number 1. Now, I do have a couple of Uggs. You ready for an Ugg?
Go for it.
Okay, here's an Ugg. Motley Crue covering Brownsville Station, Smoking in the Boys' Room.
Yes,
No,
but I always like
Cub Coda. Cub Coda.
Yes,
Cub
I'll
Coda.
give it an all to Cub Coda, but I like the fact that they reached back and did. I kind of like.
Yeah, but that cover saved their ass. They were going downhill. That cover saved their ass, and then I think they put out Dr. Feelgood,
Okay,
which
all
is,
right.
I hate to say, is a damn good rock
That's a
and roll
great
album.
album.
Here's more blasphemy. You ready? Molly Hatchet covering Dreams from the Allman Brothers.
Never heard that. Do I not need to hear that?
It's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Damn it.
Now, for my friends who are down at Liver Noise, I'm going to completely piss them off. Monty gave me a copy of
Careful.
a copy of a band called the Cult Heroes. They were a Detroit band.
Okay.
They covered the Stooges Down on the Street. And I think they did it better than the Stooges. Yeah, there you go. See? Those are fighting. That's a fighting.
Especially with the Stooges.
Oh, with the Stooges and those guys, could be trouble. People, we've been going for 32 minutes. I've had fun. Gare,
Absolutely.
you're probably done walking your dog. Do us a favor. Click those buttons. Follow us. Send it to somebody in a foreign country. Nebraska's a foreign country. So if you know somebody in Nebraska, send it to them.
Good point.
Okay? And we will see you in a week. We're going to edit this stuff down and we're going to put it out there. Send us a note. We'll put a link up to the email address where you can reach us. Somebody send us a note. The first person to send us a note,
Please.
you get a free t-shirt out of your own drawers.
Please complete us. Just complete me. Let us know someone's out there.
And on that note, do I push B or do I push D? Let's see. See you, people.
Peace.
Bye.